All right, I think we are live.
Are we live?
I think so.
It is receiving our content.
I think it's receiving. Although I'm not sure, but it's delayed, so it's a whole thing.
We're live here.
We're live. Okay.
All right, we're live. What's up, guys? Welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining us. Let us know if there's any weird audio issues or video issues or whatever. We'll fix it on the fly. But yeah, we're live on YouTube and Facebook, the Riffsters Podcast, episode 22. The concept is really simple. Actually, the concept is a little more complicated now.
Yeah, I made it a little complicated today.
I used to say our podcast was simple, but it is still simple.
It's still simple.
Essentially, if you're new to the podcast and you haven't seen it before, basically what we do is we have a theme, and then the host of that week's episode, which in this case is Dana, will create a series of discussion questions for the rest of us, and then we will react to those themes and those questions.
And if you don't know any of us, I'm Dana Linux.
Julian, a.k.a. Volpe.
I'm Jack, just Jack. And I'm Derek, just Derek.
And our stream is looks like a little laggy, but that's okay. We're going to turn this on to 360p.
Ego.
Il Ego.
Il Ego.
It says, hey guys, what's up, Il Ego?
What's up over on YouTube?
Hey, how you doing?
Do we have any Facebook commenters yet?
Still sharing it around.
Still sharing it around. Okay, I can see him sweating over there. So yeah, anyway, I am hosting.
You're hosting.
So I'm going to wait for Derek first a little bit to get some shares.
I mean, we might talk about your experience with hosting, like the Academy Awards and
Absolutely.
the Golden Globes and the sadness.
Remember last week when I had my whole award show speech?
Yes.
Dude,
yeah.
Remember when you hosted the Oscars 14 years from now and it was excellent?
14 years from now?
Remember? You hosted the year after Oprah, the President Oprah
Oh,
hosted?
yeah.
She was president that year and she
actually.
Yeah. Remember that?
Yeah, definitely remember that. Yeah, it was not as good as Oprah, but I feel like I'm going to definitely be the next Natalie Portman.
Wait, which sequel won that year for Best Picture of the Oscars?
Terminator Genesis Resurrection.
Oh, that was a good one.
There was also
Jurassic
Saw
Park.
18.
Jurassic Park Retaliation. We talked about this, right? How all bad sequels are either something uprising or something retaliation.
Wait, what if Jurassic Park just
Electric
turns into
Boogaloo?
Dinobots?
I
I
want that.
wouldn't hate it.
I wouldn't
The
hate that
merging?
either. The merging of franchise.
The franchise singularity. As
They're like, first we cloned the dinosaurs, too expensive. We just made them into, wait for it, robots.
Mark Wahlberg
They
comes
started
in
attacking
he's like,
people.
what are we doing with all these robot dinosaurs?
Hey, how's your mom doing?
your
Say
mom
hello to your mother for me.
What's up, Unimpressive Avenger?
Oh, hell yeah. I love
Oh, I didn't know
Unimpressive
Hawkeye was
Avengers.
here.
Oh!
He's my
We
favorite.
have
I'm pretty sure
Aiden's in here, Trent Toff's in here, Miranda's in here,
Hey, guys!
Georgina's in
What's up,
here.
guys,
We're
please.
fully loaded. We're forced
All right, I think we're ready to get started
So
then.
we're trying. Just I want to reiterate now. We have some people in here. We're trying this live on Facebook and YouTube at the same time. If there are any weird audio issues, connection issues, let us know. Ranger Eric says hello on YouTube. What's up, Ranger Eric? Is that Pound Ranger or Park Ranger?
Awesome.
Either way,
Jurassic Park
awesome.
Park Ranger. Or Dino
So
Bot.
should
Park
we
Ranger.
change our graphic and get into our first fancy topic?
Yes.
Let's do
So
it.
first, I just wanted to say, I am hosting today, and I made the theme mostly around YouTube-related stuff, although, Facebook has definitely heard about these things as well. And but first of all, I wanted to actually start us off with a fun little warm-up / challenge before we get into the meat of things, which is talking about the state of YouTube. So, yes. So this fun little challenge consists of all of the most searchable stuff on YouTube, like how-tos, beauty, educational stuff, and I just took whatever's in the search bar and I put it in this, excuse me,
Dun, dun, dun.
dun, 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 handy dandy treasure chest.
Ooh.
So this is the how-to one.
Props.
Okay.
New to the Riffsters podcast.
I
As
know.
you say, props to Dana, props also for Riffsters.
This is super cute too. Look, it has a little elephant on it.
That is very cute.
Anyway, so with this, each of you are going to pick out one little piece of paper in here, and then you either have to do or explain to me, or explain to the audience, actually, what it is that this is asking you to do.
Okay.
So for an example, it's like how to cut a cat's hair. That's not one of them, but you would then explain to our audience how to do that, basically. Does that make sense?
Have done.
So we're reading the thing and explaining what it is.
Yeah, so you're not explaining what the question is, you're explaining how to do that thing.
Okay. Seems
All right.
Before we start, actually, so Caden is saying the video and audio aren't synced on Facebook. It's the first time we're using OBS on my computer. Julian, any troubleshooting?
Yeah, we got the same thing on YouTube. I think the stream is running really laggy because we're streaming on 2 different services.
Could be.
So,
Ooh.
We can dub it like an old Chinese movie.
yes. So we're gonna have this issue, and
I'll let you say that.
Okay.
I don't think there's anything we can do currently, but hopefully it's not too annoying.
Well, let us know just how bad it is, I guess.
Let us know if it gets unwatchable at this point. Oh, he said Ranger Eric says it's fixed now.
Oh, perfect.
I think what it is YouTube and Facebook are going to waver in and out as they try and we're gonna work on our internet connection. That's what we're gonna do.
Yeah. So
okay.
who would like to be the first one to pick out a topic?
I can go first.
All right. Go ahead.
How do you open this?
Oh yeah.
Not that one. Not that one.
Derek, go ahead and pick one out.
Okay.
You all can pick yours and then read it, and then.
This is going to be very hard to do behind all these challenges, but
Mm-hmm.
can you go first? Okay, Internet. So I know all of you have been loving this new challenge that is floating around called the Invisible Box Challenge. Now, if you're not a wizard and can, not just create a temporal invisible box to step on and, cheat, then here's the thing to do. First, you got to find your box right here, okay? Find the perfect height that you can just step your foot over. I'm actually going to do my left foot because there's too many things here. And all you do is you just want to keep your foot very steady. Lock that shit in tight. You don't want to go crashing through your invisible box, okay? I say maybe 2.5 feet, 3 if you're an expert. And all you have to do, there's so many wires here, hopefully this doesn't mess up, is step over.
Oh my god!
And you're good. And that's how you do the Invisible Box Challenge.
What about the invisible unboxing challenge?
Oh!
What's in your box?
That's even crazy. Well,
What's in your box?
if we take the invisible box that I just stepped over, you'll see that it's an invisible stepladder. That would have been easier to do the challenge with if you had.
What's with it though? Is there more exercise equipment or?
Oh my god!
How
Is
would you
there?
fit in there?
Does
it all have to be miniature?
There's focus bands. That's weird. You get those aerobic exercises on. There's also a 2-pound medicine ball. Not that heavy. I'm just weak. And a 5-pound medicine ball. Crazy. All these things are invisible. Brought to you by the Harry Potter Company. Hashtag not an ad. Hashtag we're not related. No branding. And I think the final thing we have.
But hashtag if you want to pay us, hashtag PayPal me.
Yes.
Hashtag.
Is a
$5.
Yeah.
fully loaded treadmill.
Whoa!
Whoa!
That can easily
Is it right in your hands?
It is.
Wow!
Is it a treadmill for what animal?
It's for an elephant, actually. They can
Whoa!
see, they're like cats, and they can actually put their feet all together on one point and can just run like that.
If it
That's
fits,
important
it
Gears
fits.
of Who shit right there.
Are there
I think
treadmills?
there's. Sorry.
Are there treadmills for other animals?
Yeah.
Are there really?
In what
There are
context?
treadmills for cats.
I
Have
mean,
you ever been to
There
a
are
zoo?
treadmills for dogs.
I mean, my cat runs on my treadmill, but I didn't know there was actual animal treadmills.
Run a quick Google search. You're gonna find they have treadmills for almost any animal you can think
That's
of.
amazing.
Listen.
Jack, I see there's also an invisible headband in there. Can you
Oh,
put that on? So
I didn't see that. My mistake. Yes, so you just, and there. In your favorite color, invisible orange.
Wow.
Oh wow,
Mm-hmm.
that was an amazing unboxing.
Thank you. Amazing.
Bravo.
Wow. Well done.
Who wants to go next? I also have props if you have one of the things that
I'll do it.
What
Okay.
is your question?
So my question is how to do your eyebrows. This is great because I watched this. I actually made the top YouTube video on how to do your eyebrows. You need 3 things. You need popsicle sticks. Those are important, and I'll explain why later. You're going to need a large pan, and you're going to need...
I think you can just show them.
No, I don't use these. And you need a lot of meltable wax. Any wax will do. Honestly, you can melt down one of your favorite action figures. So what you're going to do is this. Crank your stove up to about 6, 7 tops. You're going to melt 1 or 2
Degrees?
No, out of 10. So you want to You're going to put a couple of your action figures in there, stir it around, make sure until they're completely melted. That's what's going to use your wax or melted plastic. Both work. I prefer wax. It just smells better. It looks better overall. So once those are all nice, boiled down and bubbling, you're going to get this brown goo. That's the right color you're looking for. Take your popsicle sticks.
That seems right.
Dip them in until you feel like that's about good.
Does it actively look like shit? That's how you
It
know.
does.
Then you're
what
good.
it does is it boils and all the bubbles they pop and it goes poof, and has this like toxic fume. And that's when you know you have it right. So you're gonna dip your popsicle sticks in there, and then you're gonna want to take one out, run to a mirror of your choice, just kind of like, I don't know, put it on there.
Isn't that just waxing your eyebrows?
Just run it through the garden.
Yeah, exactly. So you're gonna want to just like take a couple of dips, put them on there. Any way is fine. Honestly, just try to get the tops. If you get the bottoms, no problem. They grow back pretty quick.
Did you do that technique this morning?
No, I did it on Friday actually.
Oh,
so
okay.
this is about 3 days. What you're saying?
Do you fill your eyebrows in or anything?
Do they resent me?
No.
No.
Do you fill them in?
Oh yeah, black card.
Do they
but
resent?
the left
Do
one
you mind
resents me
showing
more
us how
than
you
right
fill
one.
your eyebrows in?
I will show you.
Derek,
how I
Mirror-
fill my eyebrows in.
What?
Mirrorless makeup challenge.
What version of reality do you live in where animals utilize treadmills and your eyebrows
Google it.
are sentient enough to
Yeah.
resent you?
My right one's like you grow it.
What's going on with your
You grow
reality?
it pretty quick over there. They're competing. This one's called Dean. This one's called Gunther. They're very
Hey,
competitive.
bro, how's your reality going?
Pretty good. Okay,
Can I-
so
can I-
once you wax it off, you're gonna want to just like yank it off as quick as possible.
Mm-hmm.
Think of a pop star to say, I think this helps with the pain. Of course, there's Kelly Clarkson,
The classic.
but my favorite is Carly Rae Jepsen.
Live,
one also
live
works.
question.
Yeah.
Question.
Mhm.
Do you have to have a Japanese accent in order to wax off?
I'm not gonna lie, it helps.
It does. doesn't
I
it?
mean, like
That gives you an
phone
unfair advantage.
your Japanese friend and or nearest Asian friend. They will help you. So also, once you get it all waxed off, you're missing a little bit. So this is going to be to fill it in. We have one of these sponge sticks, and you're
a
gonna
micro brush of sorts.
yeah, it's a sponge stick. And so right here you have a little mini mirror. You don't need that. So you have 4 colors right here. You have, if these were Legos, it would be light, regular, and a couple others. You're gonna want
Is
to
that
get
colors or
1 to 2 shades
Weights?
darker than what you think you have. So
size?
let's go ahead and use this nice brown. It's a rich brown. It's an earthy brown. You're gonna stick this here, and usually you can use a mirror. You can have a spotter. This is where your Japanese friend comes in. But you're just gonna want to like feel it, like you know where your eyebrows
Can
are.
you show me?
You know
I'm
your
gonna show
body.
you. I'll feed you,
Okay.
baby bird. You know where your eyebrows are. So the first one is the right. Go like that. So like make sure you get the tops first. Fill in the bottoms, just like that. You're gonna want to get
It's not a drawing. It's not a paint by numbers
next
drawing.
color. And go ahead and fill it in there. And I can tell by your reactions, I nailed it.
I know.
Derek, remember when you said you know where your eyebrows are?
I do. And so I was going for the angry look. Let's go ahead and you're going to want to do this very diagonal. Like, so this is what the angry look is supposed to look like. If you want to go for the really like curious look, like the Disney animation, go like this.
Oh, yes.
Now, I'm going to tell you right now.
Yeah.
Ranger Eric has informed us that we've just gained 3 subscribers.
These are makeup
related-
enthusiasts.
Related to Derek's makeup tutorial.
I don't
These are
know.
makeup enthusiasts. I love it.
Also, really quickly, I was trying not to laugh because I didn't want to interrupt you, but
Yeah.
one of the greatest comments in our podcast so far, in relation back to the previous topic, when I mentioned when you mentioned the
Cat treadmills?
the treadmills,
I have them for almost any animal.
SS says, "Cats walk in place. The earth rotates beneath them."
I
That's
can't
deep.
I can't disprove that.
I know.
That's
Really
a bumper
good.
sticker.
And then
right there.
Cat Wow commented hello, and then SS said, "This guy gets it."
That's
It
amazing.
was a great series of
I love it.
interactions.
That was a great.
So once you
eyebrow
have your
tutorial.
eyebrows, you ready to go out. Pick your favorite dress. Let's do this.
Would you say this is on point or on fleek?
These are on point, but this entire tutorial is on point.
Oh,
I have
snap.
143,000 YouTube subscribers for my makeup tutorials, so next time we'll share it there.
There we go.
Wow. Very nice.
Okay,
And
it's called Derek
Julian,
Draws.
you have a how-to.
Yes, mine is how to basic.
That is literally one of the top how-to questions, and I
Was
have
is
no
really how to
idea.
basic.
Yeah.
You know, what'd be funny is
Wait.
after I do my explanation if we went and looked at them and see if they were actually...
Okay. Go.
Wait, you
No,
actually...
no, it's fine. No, it's fine.
All right.
Is
Well-
it how to basic code, how to basic batch?
Just how to basic.
It's literally the whole question.
I'm going to take it in steps. I think step number 1 is most important in order to get you on the track towards basic. And I think that's to actively, perhaps even aggressively, list all of the things that you can even, and then make sure that you can't. So that's step number 1, is to figure out all the things that you can even. Perhaps it's like, I don't know, doing your laundry, homework for our younger viewers out there. And then everything that you've listed, as you go through the day, procedurally, almost clinically, can't.
Oh.
So step number 1. Step number 2, I think, is to essentially make a second list, so separate but related, a second list of all of the things that are like mildly to super important to you. Like the range is from like the most important things to the mildest things. And then like all of them are equivocally your life.
Like what would be the most important and least important?
Like,
or like what's
you know,
what's like 3 most important things in your life?
say like your family is like
Avocado toast.
so totally, this is life.
Yeah.
But then equivalently,
What
almost
hashtag?
Like Ryan Reynolds movies are life.
life.
Also.
Ryan
Right.
Gosling movies, avocado toast.
Your makeup
Like
tutorial
Pokeballs.
was literally my life.
Yeah.
What hashtag
So-
would you use for this?
Hashtag basic AF.
Hashtag over 7 pH scale.
Wow.
Thank you.
Hashtag cannot even.
Cannot.
Which is
even.
a step further than can't even. Because
What's the next step of being basic?
It is just 2 steps.
Just 2
Yeah,
steps.
if it was 3
You
steps.
just
I thought
evened.
there was a third
You
step.
literally just evened.
I just evened? Did
Wow.
I?
There are 2 steps.
You can't even.
No, but if it was any more steps than 2, then it would be too complex and it wouldn't be basic anymore.
That's true, but you literally finished on an even number of steps.
Yeah.
So you just broke yourself.
You can.
Okay,
Ooh.
2.5
Oh.
is everything is literal, nothing is figurative. Meaning, like,
Meaning,
I'm
like,
literally starving. I can literally eat all 3
Yes.
of you right now.
oh my god, no way.
Yeah.
so it's important that you literally are everything.
Get me a
So-
fork and a knife right now. Thank you.
Are you at grandma's house? Did she make cookies? They're literally the best cookies you've ever had.
That could be true though.
Are you at IKEA? Did you get their subpar $2 Swedish meatballs?
Mhm.
They're literally the greatest pieces of meat you've ever shoved down
IKEA
your
has
throat.
What?
meatballs?
Oh! Whoa!
What?
Wait, what?
They
you-
have
They sell food?
IKEA might
The
sell
most
more
Michael
meatballs
food
than
I'm-
furniture.
Context,
Yeah.
I've never been to IKEA.
Yeah, that's...
Do you have to vacuum? It's literally the worst thing you've ever done.
It depends what you're vacuuming. Not gonna lie.
From YouTube, Georgina, thank you for pointing out to these guys what How To Basic is.
Yeah.
Important distinction.
Can you tell what everybody else what how to
If
base?
you didn't see in the chat, it's a channel on YouTube that makes high-quality videos.
Have you guys seen the College Humor video about like being basic? I think we've watched it together.
Where the doctor...
Oh yes, yes.
That is
it.
definitely the best video for
Well,
basicness.
that sucks. That is a whole channel that's almost undoubtedly funnier than anything I just said.
I learned a lot.
You'd be surprised.
Why would you set me up for failure
What
like
do you
that?
mean? Are they really not that funny?
No,
Oh,
they are.
Which
No,
one
it's
better?
better.
No.
It's different.
It's different. It's different. So we're not done.
Great.
So the next part of
She's
this
like, I
whole
reloaded. We're doing round 2.
mini challenge is we have frequently asked questions on our YouTube channel. And by frequently asked, I mean we literally have 3 questions ever asked on our YouTube
Like
channel.
on the Riffsters podcast.
Frequently.
Went through every single video on the Riffsters and found 3 questions.
Our Riffsters audience goes Michael in the comments on Facebook.
I'll tell you
I
this,
just
though.
like to put that up.
They just don't ask questions. They
Yeah.
say
They
statements
say
like,
things.
you're
They say
awesome.
At face value, they're like, "Are gonna take the podcast, no questions asked."
I'll tell you this, though. You said that as if it was, like, not a great number. That's 4 more questions than I thought we would have asked.
3. But
I
yeah.
know. That's 4 more questions than I thought we'd be asked. I actively thought someone would have left a negative comment.
She's like, "Yeah, no, some of these are,
Like it says, instead of a comment, it just says, like,
or most of these
you
are."
actually have 1 negative comment. So the next comment that someone comments won't show up because it'll equate back to 0.
What would a negative comment be?
It just doesn't exist. It's like ethereal. It's like
It's a black hole. of
ambiguous.
comments.
Yeah.
You know, there is a black hole of comments. It's called every single YouTube. All of the comments, as soon as like this.
All of the YouTubes throughout the multiverse.
No. Sorry, I said that so wrong. But every single live video, all of the comments during the live disappear.
Each YouTube. The YouTube
They're
from
so
Earth 7.
toxic. If you dip your finger in there, you might get superpowers. Just saying.
Worth the risk. You also might die. But.
All right, hit us with these questions.
Do you like my other handy dandy treasure chest that is not the
Big
one with
fan.
the elephant on it?
That's kind of perfect though, because there's 3 of us, and
Exactly.
there's 3 questions. If there were any more than that, we can't do math, so we wouldn't be able to properly divide them.
Someone's doubling.
Sorry, I lied. Oh no, there are 3. And there's also eyeliner in here because there was another challenge where you had to teach someone how to do eyeliner. I was really hoping one of you
Guys,
guys would get
That's
that.
basically what his podcast is.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
I have
basically what his-
103,000.
You lost 40,000 subscribers in like 2 minutes?
They did not like the bros. They're like, you know what? We already subbed. We already saw this video earlier. This was a lot shorter. I learned a lot less. We're jumping ship.
Can you imagine
Haters will hate.
can you imagine how offensive you'd have to be to lose 40,000 subscribers in the course of 1
Do you want to see?
second?
We can go negative subscribers. You talking about negative comments? We have negative subscribers.
Let's test this shiz.
YouTube's like,
What
they're
is
still in
Okay,
subscriber
wow.
debt.
Your question is in here, by the way. By the way, these questions are completely out of context.
Catwell, great comment.
A question for each gender.
Yeah, don't grab the eyeliner.
I guess you get the last one. Julian, you want to start us off?
Yeah, what am I supposed to do with this?
Answer it.
You have to answer
Okay.
the question.
Who is this cat? By Canal Cotidiano.
That was a question on one of our videos, and I literally don't know what they meant by that because
Wait,
there
it
was
could
no
have been
cat.
For sure there
Your
was
2
a,
cats. It could have been my cat.
I swear to God, and this is also by I don't
but
know.
did it not even, yeah, I said it. Did it not even have a question mark? Or did you just not
Oh, I
write
just
it?
didn't write the question mark.
So the question was just, what video was this?
I don't remember. I just went through all of
Just
our videos and found 3
Describe
questions.
the cats, bro.
Who is
All
this
3 of
cat?
them.
Who is this cat?
I know you've been waiting patiently for the answer to your question, and I hate to break it to you, but this cat is not a cat. Spoiler, not spoiler, plot twist. Spoiler.
And
Plot
my
twist.
Shyamalan.
It's a dog.
What?
And the dog's name is Rufus.
You definitely
Classic dog
Rufus
name.
the Riffster.
And he has he's Rufus the Riffster mascot. It's Rufus the Riffster.
He just naps. He's
And
our
he has
producer.
a best friend who's a squirrel, and together they go on
Mhm.
adventures and occasionally save the world. From second twist, the cat from your original question.
Oh!
Did not see that coming.
No!
Whose
I
name?
wish this was like that one video where everything just went like slow mo.
Or like when someone does something huge in a sports game and all their teammates just go.
Yeah.
That, specifically basketball players on the bench.
Yeah.
You got the towels like
Yeah,
thrown
yeah.
down.
And the cat villain's name is Dr. Meowthus.
Oh my God.
Almost like Rufus, but cat-like.
Third twist, they're brothers.
Oh,
They got some
snap.
weird ass
The cat
cats.
and Rufus?
Which actually doesn't make any sense because why would their first names be the same thing if they were brothers?
4th twist, it's cat dog.
Fourth twist, it's the prequel to Cat Dog, the series.
Oh my gosh. Who's directing
The
this?
Dark Cat Rises.
The dark cat rises.
Directed by Denis Villeneuve.
Whoa.
You gotta be like that.
You gotta be like that. Oh my God. All right. You remember to say who you got the question from?
Yes. My comment is from longtime question asker, Catwow. Why you cover up the milk jugs? And I'm sorry, Catwow, but sometimes I feel really insecure about my body. And, you know, they're just for me, you know? So, sometimes I don't like sharing with the world. When I meet that special someone, they'll get to see the milk jugs. But just for my audience, until we get a little bit closer, maybe for 1,000 subscribers, like that benchmark, maybe the milk jugs will come out.
Just one or both?
Easy. Hey, 5,000 both milk jugs are coming out. But, you know, let's start
1,000, you're getting 1 jug, 3 seconds, no squeeze.
SS on YouTube says, in response, I'm assuming to what we were just saying,
Mhm.
honestly, I've seen worse movies at Redbox.
You guys did Redbox.
What was I going to say? Oh, you know, I know you're probably not there with most of our subscribers or followers, but I think Trent, given that he holds the Riffsters loyalty card,
Mhm.
he's the only Riffsters loyalty. Does that get him close enough to you to see the milk jug?
He's already seen the milk
Does he
jug
get one milk
a
jug?
time or two.
Are you going to slide into his DM and give him an out of context, just surprising?
Does he get a quick milk
super
jug peek?
zoom on him?
Dude, you never send unsolicited milk jugs. 2018.
I've been doing it all my life.
That is a cardinal rule of
Surprise
social
your
interactions.
friends.
That's what moms tell their kids.
It's true.
Don't send unsolicited.
That's how you end up on milk cartons when you send your milk jugs out to people on the internet.
If you zoom close enough, then it's gonna be out of context.
What was the context of that question originally?
It was one of our Riffsters react.
Cat
wow ass.
Cat
Why
wow.
you had milk? I think I was like covering up my cleavage a little bit.
That makes sense.
I mean,
I got
could
you.
have been any of us.
Wow.
But I think it might have been you, to be honest.
Mhm.
I mean,
You've been hitting the gym, the bar.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, cover up that hair, though.
Woo!
Okay, so this last question doesn't have attribution. How do you guys not have more subs? I want to start this with a story. The year? It's okay.
Since that question was written,
I'm
we do
telling
have
Julian.
The year 2049. The director Denis Villeneuve. The movie
2014. I'm going to tell you the story of Julian's
Cat
first
Dog, the
job
prequel.
at a Subway.
Oh!
It was pretty good. So Julian goes there, and he already had his own uniform. He had ordered it from Subway.com for the interview. He came in here hot on $5 Tuesdays. He came in here like 3 meatballs hot. He's like, guys, I know how to do it. I have the Subway cutlery at my own place. I cut off the little butts of the subs. I feed them to my ducks outside. I'm
just
ready
got
for
it.
this.
I was so confused until
It's okay.
just right now.
Easy, baby.
I got it.
This is a
Okay,
story
continue.
of how many subs you had.
Oof.
Julian has the hardest work ethic out of anyone. And he said, I'm going straight to the tippy top 3 months max. He goes here, he works 2 days a week after school, and he slays the game, guys. He slays the game. What was your record in 1 week? How many subs did you make part-time? 2 days a week?
17 and a half.
So 17 foot longs, 1 6-inch.
Yeah, I'm not allowed to talk about what happened to the other half.
Yo, that is some
Oh, no.
solid weekly gains. 17 and a half was our growth rate.
Only thing I'll say,
Yeah.
other half,
Yeah.
involving mayonnaise.
Oh, no.
Oh,
That's all I'm allowed to say.
what kind of mayonnaise?
That's all my contract and subsequent restraining order.
Just
why
let us
why
know.
did you leave Subway? I mean, the growth was so healthy. Like, you were making so many subs.
The mayonnaise incident.
Was there some spicy sriracha in there, too?
He doesn't want to say it. He
Oh,
left
okay.
for Arby's.
I can neither confirm
He liked
or
their
deny.
mascot. He liked the glove. The glove went places.
Ving Rhames' seductive voice got him in the commercials.
But in all seriousness,
Ving Rhames.
we have
Yeah,
over
the
14 subscribers on YouTube. Everyone wants a slice. So if Julian gets back in his Subway costume,
That is
maybe we'll
I
get
guess,
15.
technically not incorrect. We do have over 14 subscribers on YouTube.
Gotcha, bitch.
Also more than 17 and a half.
Hit you with the accuracy arrow.
Can you imagine if we lived in a world where, like, instead of saying things like oh, we have over, like, people round up the number and then say, like, we have over 350,000 subs. Like, can you imagine if we lived in a world where quantity like that was done in like an arbitrary number? Like, we have over 27 of the best restaurants, and it's not like you'd be like, okay, but how
We're
many?
4,000. Like,
What's the
yes,
total?
we're being very modest.
That's
Guys,
great, but what's the total?
You know who just joined?
Who?
Nick Harlock. And guys, it is his birthday today.
Happy birthday!
You and MLK,
Gosh.
man.
He's
Great
celebrating with
people.
us. It's crazy.
It's our best friend and Derek's boyfriend, Nick.
One of them.
One of Derek's
There's-
boyfriends.
2 of my boyfriends are on the stream right now.
That's
I'll let you
also
guys
fair.
decide who.
That's true. And also, I'm on the stream.
Yeah, this is true.
Speaking of this question, have you guys seen Black Mirror?
Mm-hmm.
Not all of it, but yes.
Okay,
I just finished
but
it.
Julie and I just watched this episode last night.
The first
about,
episode?
No, well, we did watch the Star Trek one too, but we also watched the one with what is it? She's in Jurassic Park. What's her name? Bryce.
Bryce Dallas Howard.
Yeah.
Oh, the social media one.
Yeah. Did you see that?
Yes.
Oh, you haven't seen that one.
It's not a
Oh.
spoiler. It's just like the premise is you have these social interactions, and everyone, based on every social interaction they have. So I walk into a Subway, I see Julian. Julian says, "Hi, welcome to Subway. Eat fresh?" And I'm like, "Yeah, eat fresh." And then he makes it really, really quick, and then I give him out of 5 stars. Right? Is it
Mhm.
5 stars. I'm like
Yeah.
3.5. Pretty good sub. Pretty good interaction. I'm pretty stingy. 3.5 stars. It'll actually affect his rating. It'll all aggregate from all his social interactions and give him a score. So Julian, is it out of 10 or is it out of 5?
It's out of 5. Yeah.
So Julian would probably be like a 4.7, I'm not gonna lie. I would be like a 3.2, and so there's certain places that Julian can get into these clubs that are for 4s and overs, and I wouldn't be able to get into it. So it like gives you this aggregate number that's always changing and it's your social rank in society.
But wouldn't it just make you hang out with people in your similar social realm?
Yep.
So
exactly what happens.
It's like meow meow beans in Community.
And you also can't live in certain places
Yeah.
either unless you have a certain ranking. So some people are just homeless if they're like a 2 or below, basically.
Like the main character is trying to get into the net, she's like a 4.2 and she's trying to get into the 4.8 strategy.
But couldn't you just all be measuring each other like higher? Like, let's say all of us were chilling at 3s and we just purposely run into each other.
So they have a reputation agent in the episode who's like someone like it's like someone consulting on your credit or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, well, like, you know, right now you're only getting the same 5 stars from like your usual like barista at the coffee shop and your usual friends. So that's not moving you anywhere. So it like takes into account who you're getting it from. So it's like you need someone outside your circle to like.
And I think the weights of reputation for the social interactions are higher the higher you get.
You brought this up to relate this to what we were talking
Oh
about.
no, I just wanted us to talk about it.
Oh,
and
just in
explain
general.
it, yeah.
So SS actually, yeah, he says so basically they've copied the Chinese Good Citizen score currently actually being implemented. I actually read about this because I was reading about this episode after. There's another thing, I forget who's doing it, but there's like a social credit. Like in China, they're actually like doing, I don't know the full information, but
they're ahead of the game always.
they're doing stuff like this, which is horrifying. So
Interesting. Okay, none of you have read the Uglies series, correct? Okay, then I won't bring that
You
up.
mean my yearbook?
But oh snap!
zing!
You just roasted an entire class of
We need
2015.
We need like a
How old do you think I am?
High school class of 15 roasted in one button. Jack Sullivan.
We need a like a little sound effect thing. So like when someone does something particularly,
It's like,
We
just
just did it. We're like,
cha-ching.
oh.
Well, the reason I brought that book up is it was written a long time ago by Scott Westerfield, and it's like the 4th one in that series. The world is like different and everything. And anyway, you depending also on your social standing and how much people like you and vote for you, you get certain amenities and luxuries.
How do you
So
think that
it's not a
would-
new concept by any means.
Kitty, how do you think that would change your social interactions with one another? Like if Julian were
Everything would be
4.7,
fake.
yeah, right.
Yeah. I don't think it. I think it's well. You haven't seen it, but I mean, I think everyone would just kind of smile and look at you and just try to have the best interactions and never say the words like "fuck" or
Ill Ego says that kind of sounds like that one episode of the Orville. I really like the Orville, but I haven't seen that episode. Like I've been meaning to watch more. So if they have an episode like that, that makes me want to watch a little bit more.
But
There's also
also,
an
that's just to go back to Dana's point. That's kind of what people do anyway.
Yeah, but I mean, like, you would have less of those real. Would we have even become friends through?
We're friends?
What? I thought this was the gathering of enemies.
Yeah.
I thought this was where we come to subterfuge and kill each other eventually.
But it is interesting because I mean, like we do.
I'm not interested.
Sorry, I'm just like still thinking. Like it's just interesting because we do kind of live in a world nowadays where I mean, it's not as bad as like obviously Black Mirror makes it out to be, but you're judged based if you're at least in entertainment, you're just based on follows, subs, social interactions and stuff like that. It's just very, very interesting concept. And maybe one day we're all going to actually head that way in some way, shape, or form.
It seems like the only thing Black Mirror did was put a number to it, but it's already happening right now.
It is kind of already happening. That's why I think it's kind of scary.
Yeah.
But speaking of ratings, what do you think Logan Paul's ratings would be after?
Are we shifting to our
We
next?
are shifting
Okay.
to the next
shifting.
part. We're actually going to talk about the state of YouTube a little bit.
Change our fancy graphic.
Phase
Yeah.
2.
What do you guys think his social ranking would be right now after all of the shenanigans he's pulled?
Well,
Negative 23,000.
Because his followers, as far as I know, don't actually hate him for
No,
the
they're still
Suicide
supporting.
Forest video. But everyone outside of his subscriber base does.
so also, is it like a recency bias with this scale, or is it like an overall aggregate? Because he's been building up for a while.
So in Black Mirror, like the main girl, like without giving too many spoilers, like her score deviated. I'm not gonna say whether it was up or down really quickly, just based on a couple of interactions.
Okay.
So if we were to base off of this, what do you think? Because I would say he is a like 4.9 or 4.8 in this like version of the world.
I'll say this too. In the episode, she has an interaction in an airport where she kind of like flips her shit, and the airport security gives her what they call double damage. So they penalize her 1 whole point. So she goes from 4 to 3. But it's like a 1-day thing, so it's like a temporary hit to your credit.
Yeah.
And then give her this double damage thing where any other interactions she has, they're twice as bad. So I feel like I feel like he got docked like 3 points out the gate from like, let's say he was at 5, right? He's pretty important. He's probably down to like 2.
In some capacity.
2 at this point. And I think he's on double damage. I think any other thing because think about it, like everything he did after the thing docked him 3. Yeah. Anything he did after that was like then he issued his apology, and people were like super angry about his apology.
Because it wasn't a good one.
You're a dick. Yeah, so then it was like he went even lower.
That's but then he had a second apology, which people thought was a lot better.
Apology for his apology?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I wonder how
I heard you like apologies.
Apologyception. No. What were you going to say?
Apology?
Oh my god.
Logan Paul-gy? Shit, he really missed that. You really missed that.
Oh, new title here.
No.
You should do his branding.
Yeah, I should.
Like, maybe you don't want to be associated with, a 1.2.
Here's what I'll say in regards to him.
Well, for people who don't know, do we want to explain what happened a little bit?
To Logan Paul?
No, to our audience, we would like to explain what happened before. Oh, okay, yeah.
Like explain
what Logan Paul did. Yeah.
Yeah. I think most people know, but in case you don't, the short version is he went to this place in Japan that's called the Suicide Forest, colloquially known as the Suicide Forest. It's like just a place where a lot of people go to kill themselves for whatever reason. And he did a vlog there, which already is ill-advised, and then they found a dead body in the vlog, and they were like cracking jokes and making fun of it or making light of it, and he just was like all up on that kind of making a joke about this whole
and it
serious
just wasn't
thing.
funny.
And
yeah.
then it came out, people obviously were like really pissed off. So Ranger Eric says he's still growing, nobody's unsubbing from him. That's true.
It is true.
Georgina says he's terrible, so that's good. We're not going to offend anybody.
What's kind of crazy is so he didn't take any damage from this, right? And then you get some channels, some big channels like the Fine Brothers, when they came out with their React World, and people perceived it as like them trademarking the word React. Mm-hmm. They lost like 2 or 3 million.
Did they really?
They got hit hard.
Yeah. So it's interesting how that
so
happens.
it's like his fan base is just so loyal, he can't do any wrong. Because it's not even the Suicide Forest. You look at the entire Japan video, and it's extremely problematic all throughout.
Just disrespectful in general.
Yeah.
But if you look at his videos in the grand scheme of things, he's disrespectful no matter where he goes. So I think people are kind of looking at that's just Logan Paul, which I'm not saying, or that's not an excuse, but it's interesting. I think that's why it hasn't hurt him any, is because people are like, well, that's just him. So
I think there's always like the sympathizers and free speech advocates who are like, I'm going to now subscribe to him out of principle that he can say what he wants to.
Yeah.
So his follower base might fluctuate a little bit, and also to unfollow someone is actually a conscious action. You have to unfollow them.
Yeah,
but
and YouTube makes it hard.
Yeah, YouTube makes it really hard.
Why?
So
it's just you have to go through different things just to go up. Unsubscribe unless you go to especially because most people are mobile nowadays.
Yeah.
Like it's more of a thing than on a computer.
But you just go to their channel and hit unsubscribe.
You can, but you have to actually go to their channel. Like you'd be surprised just the extra step.
That's a high barrier of entry to be able to unsubscribe to someone who they might have been not an active YouTube user and subscribed to him 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And that's how he built his following. But it's just I don't know.
Pretty easy to unsubscribe. I did it to your channel last night.
Wow.
Buzzing.
Rude. But isn't it okay? Don't you guys kind of find it a little sociopathic that they found this dead body and thought this would be a good way to promote it was just clickbaity content. They wanted people to come watch this for money, and it's interesting to me.
Can you actually give the followers a little update on Jane and I were talking about the word you used of the dead body? You said it was a prop.
Yeah, he used it as a prop, and it was disgusting.
The thumbnail, and you said they used it just very consciously. And that's the worst part of it.
Because this person's a human.
I just think like I'm not defending his actions by any means. Like I think it was awful, and he shouldn't have he had so many checkpoints along the way of putting that video out that he could have been like, I shouldn't be doing this, But I listened to a podcast with him, and if anyone watches the School of Greatness or listens to the School of Greatness podcast, really good podcast. Just the host interviewing people about whatever their thing is that they do, and just really good tips for life, love, money, everything.
And
so
makeup,
he had makeup, sure. They actually did. So he had Logan Paul on, and I think the podcast episode must have been a year or more that it came out ago. But he had Logan Paul on, and he was just talking for an hour, and I listened to it, and I was like, this guy's a really cool. Like I thought after listening, I was like, he's a really cool dude. Like he's actually really humble. He's like a hard worker. He talks about his like work ethic, and he's like, I just want to be as big as possible, and I'm dedicated to growing my stuff, and I work hard at it, and I make videos. And he was just like, I don't know. He just seems like really like. So I don't know what happened. I don't know what made him. I think he just maybe got like.
It's exactly that though.
I think he just got caught up in this like rat race of trying to chase numbers.
I mean,
right.
I'll counter that by that sounds like what anyone would say, and since his content hasn't changed in that time,
Yeah.
it's just he finally did something that made
That was
news
worth it.
outside of YouTube. Like his brother Jake Paul has been getting in trouble for like 6 months, and no one
No
even
one's really
like no one cares.
Right.
Yeah.
He does like a lot of the Viners who went to YouTube do a bunch of dumb stuff to get views, and it works for him. I'm not hating on it. Like it is what it is, but like
That just reminded me. I'm gonna. Here's our conversation. I'm gonna go like this.
Oh.
Oh, would you say you're riffing?
No.
Oh.
well, thanks.
Wow, they're mean to me today, guys.
Speaking of people doing dumb things, have you guys heard about this dumb shit?
Oh,
You know what I'm gonna say? The laundry pod challenge.
Yeah.
Have you heard about that?
Oh, the Tide. Yeah, the
the
Tide
Tide
Pod.
I've used
Yeah.
them before, and like
What?
in pizza.
What even is that? Like,
Because
has
number
anyone,
one, yeah.
has anyone
A Tide-
read about it?
yeah, we've read about it, yeah. But the
Can you
Tide
explain?
Pods are
Yeah.
like-
Because
So-
I just read the headline.
It
Yeah.
started as a dumb meme that someone was like, "Forget pineapple on pizza, Tide Pods on pizza," and then like most people look at that and are like, "Huh, that's a joke," but then dumb people are like, "Oh, now I need to try this." So now it's a debate on whether we need to inform people, hey, don't eat Tide Pods, or just let, evolution take its course and let anyone who didn't realize that that was a joke, like, sorry.
I like that.
It's
That's
laundry detergent.
that's
like-
so Darwin. You know.
I was gonna say it's like social Darwinism.
That's so Darwin. Just let the idiots eat the pods.
It's the meme. Well,
But that's
I don't
also
think they're
kinda
actually
like-
eating them. I think it's like the social. It's like the meme currency of I'm going to order a pizza. I'm going to put them all over the pizza. I'm going to take a photo for Reddit.
So-
it's going to be so.
So
funny.
that's 100%
We'll take
some
one
of the
little
things
bite.
that are happening.
Yeah.
But there are people, like there are cases of people being dumb enough and actually eating them. Obviously, it's mostly young people too.
Mhm.
So it's like,
But do they understand that this could kill them? Like when they do this
I mean,
challenge?
in my opinion, a
then-
13-year-old should still understand that it's detergent, but some don't. So it's like you
Yeah.
still need to protect them from themselves.
It's just
but-
like these are the kind of things where like they'll have to make they have to make a sign. Like when you go somewhere and you read like signs somewhere that are like the rules of like whatever.
No
Like,
boogie
the play-
boarding
like-
through the casino.
yeah, exactly. And you're like,
What happened there?
someone had to have been dumb enough
Yeah.
to do it for them to put up a sign that says you can't. So now it's going to be
Yeah.
like, now they're going to have to put on the laundry pod,
Do not eat.
not for, actually,
They probably already.
They probably
have
already do that.
They probably already.
Never mind.
Speaking of pizza, what's your guys' favorite pizza? Georgina's is Hawaiian.
What would Gordon Ramsay say to that?
Not a positive. I'm back to Julian's how to basic information. I am super basic, and my favorite is cheese. Though I will take some meat toppings, but cheese is still best.
You don't like a lot of meat?
No, I can't handle that much. I mean, I try to limit my meat capacity to maybe 2 times a week, 3 if it's a good week and we're celebrating.
3 is a respectable amount.
Like pepperoni, black olive with a drizzle of gasoline.
Yes.
That's how we're going with society at this point.
The
Oh my
gasoline
gosh.
actually, gas cans say do not eat now.
But do you just light it on fire first and then just like
Yeah,
you
you
know,
get a
really
little
roast
flambe.
that cheese?
Little
There's the
flambe.
flavor.
Little flambe.
Maybe
Well-
some donkey sauce from Guy Fieri.
What donkey sauce? I like how you said it. I like how you. Was that ironic?
No, that's like an actual Okay, no.
But I mean, did you say like Guy Fieri in like an ironic way, or have you said it so long that it became like when people say swag and they're like, oh, I'm saying it ironically, but then they say it so often that they end up
No,
saying
it totally is Guy Fieri, even though it's an R.
Guy Fieri.
Guy
Yeah.
Fieri once described a pizza as a manhole
Pizza?
cover. Guy Fieri once described a pizza as a manhole cover in Flavortown, and that's when I subbed.
Pizza. It's pizza out of an aerosol can.
It's actually pizza pretzel.
It's pizza you
We're
spray.
putting-
Oh,
Yeah.
that sounds really good.
Yeah.
Remember that one Disney Channel movie called The Poof Point?
Yeah.
Where they had the microwave that you just put the things in and it made food? Spy Kids had it too? That was like my dream.
You mean they
They
just
made
stole
the
that
Big
from
Mac.
from Star Trek, where you literally just.
That too.
But
It's a common thing, but when I was growing up, decons were.
SS says Chicago deep dish style with OxyClean.
oh,
Oh!
Billy Mays here with a new deep dish for you.
Let me ask you
Rip.
this.
R.I.P.
That's how he died, actually. Sorry.
Let me ask you this: if you were to make
Logan Paul filmed it.
What would be your dumb, like if you were going to make a dumb challenge,
Mm-hmm.
what would be your dumb challenge? Like what would be your...
What?
See how
See
how long you can stay airborne by jumping off buildings. Like, what's your new record for hang time? Mine's 11.6.
Would you have a bungee?
No.
No. I got it.
Okay,
Even
I got
better. Wait, even better. Hold on, sorry.
This
What's-
sounds very bad after just talking
I
about
know.
Logan
We're
Paul's
talking about
thing.
dumb challenges.
How long can you stay airborne but jumping off of a specific building? Because then, jokes on everyone, gravity, it's always going to be the same time. So it'd be like, try and beat the best time.
No, but you like lift your legs.
And then, that's true. You could get a couple seconds.
There's a new meta to use.
Mine would be holding your breath while driving. How many miles can you go on the freeway? So it's about like driving fast.
The
and
answer
holding
is
your breath.
none.
It's like,
I just
The
want to
answer is
say, do
0
not
miles.
try any of these.
This was prefaced
Please.
with dumb internet
Yeah,
challenges.
don't try any of these
do
challenges.
you guys remember the app it was an app that could calculate when the phone was airborne? So it'd be like, how high can you throw up your phone and then keep it airborne and then catch it?
That just sounds
Do you
like
remember that
sounds
app?
like it was
It was
No.
like 2 years ago. People would just chuck, like if there would be YouTube videos, people chucking their phones up, like just checking that they're
I'm
fucking
sure parents
watches.
are happy about
And then
that.
just scrambling and trying to catch their phone and be like, 20 seconds!
Was the secondary...
That's honestly impressive, though.
That's really
Yeah.
Was the secret name of that app the Idiot Challenge? Because that's exactly what
He's
it is.
sponsored
the
by the
Idiot Test.
Darwin Awards.
The Darwin, yeah, the Darwin.
So he'd actually hit a kid in the nose, he died. He did.
If on iTunes the developer that makes that app is like Darwin or has Darwin
Yeah,
anywhere,
here's
you know
99 cents.
you know they're messing with
It
their.
was 99 cents, they made a fortune.
Cat Wow beats you all. Do your own taxes challenge.
Fair.
Mine
Yeah.
is the how many poops can you take in 24 hours challenge.
Brought to you by Taco Bell.
Have you guys...
Oh my God.
Speaking of dumb things floating around the internet, please stop me if you haven't. Have you guys heard of poop knife that's been floating around?
No.
Is that
Do you
no-
stick a knife up your butt?
No.
Oh, okay.
Have you guys heard of this, though?
No, I
That's
haven't.
some dumb thing that's been... Basically, some guy didn't know until he was in his early 20s that not every family has a poop knife in which you, like, cut up your poops because they're too big and they can't flush. Because it's something genetic in his family that's, like, a problem. So he was, like, at his friend's house in his 20s, and he's like, hey, man, can I use your poop knife?
Oh my God.
And the friend's like, you're fucking...
A
right?
butter knife will do.
Oh, this poor guy.
And, yeah, so it was, like, a knife that him and his family just, like, all collectively used.
What are they fucking giants? Like what? Like that they all have this problem with their. Is this Hagrid's family?
I don't know, man.
Is that Hagrid's
How
son?
long do you think the hilt of, like, do you think they're actually getting their hand, like, in the toilet bowl?
Yeah. What are the? Walk
Like,
me
what-
through the logistics of like how does it work?
So you go to the bathroom, right? You're pooping.
Is the knife in the bathroom? Do they put it
No,
in the kitchen?
for some reason this guy had it in the laundry room.
You have to walk
So
out.
no, literally. So all his family could use it.
Great
It was
life.
in a center location, so they would all go to the
Why
laundry
did
room
this
and be
get
like,
more than one?
because he had no explanation. He said, "I bet my dad was just stingy." And you would say, "Hey, I'm taking the poop knife. Go in, cut it, like clean it, and then hang it back up in the laundry."
like stick your hand in the toilet water.
I mean, it's probably long enough that you could just be like, you know.
Yeah.
So it's a machete. It's a poop machete.
The poop sticking out, you can just like cut, you know. But yeah, that's a thing that floated around like the same time as the Tide Pod challenge.
No. Wait.
Why don't they just get, like a plunger?
No, my poop sits at the bottom. Sits under at
Yeah,
least
but I mean,
3 inches.
like you don't need a
If
machete
you have
that's this big. You
gigantic
have like
poop,
this.
then-
Like, yeah, that's also true.
It coils around.
What?
Have you ever had one that doesn't coil? It's just like one long thing that goes up.
In life, yes, that has happened.
It doesn't coil. Have you ever had a poop emoji?
No.
Have you ever?
And it has a smile.
Oh God, this is not the
Really cheeky
shittiest
smile.
podcast. We already had
Yes.
one of those.
SS. Thank you.
Have you ever pooped and then like looked at it as you're flushing and been like, oh, I forgot I ate that.
Have you ever pooped and
The
been
only
really
time
proud?
That's what I was about to say. That's what happened the other day when you made your corn thing.
Mhm.
The next day,
That's just common.
the next day I pooped and there was like I was like, what's that? Oh, corn. Oh, I forgot I ate corn last
Forgot
time.
to chew.
It's like a diary of your previous meals.
And yes, I have had a
Diarrhea.
poop that I was proud because it was a flawless victory. Do you know what a flawless victory is?
Yeah, from
Okay.
like fighting games.
Did you
Or
use a
no.
squatty potty? Was there any outside sources?
My little
that-
brother has one of those things. Is that where you
Does he
like
like
lift
it?
your legs up or
Yeah.
whatever?
It's a
Yeah,
little
he's
stool.
such a little weirdo.
Because people are too lazy to just do that. They need to buy
Yes.
something.
I might be about to have my own poop knife moment at 25 years old. But let me ask you guys a question. Did anyone else also, when they were younger, have to take off your pants and underwear entirely to poop?
Like have to choose to
like shy of OCD, but like wouldn't do it otherwise.
You're in school and you would completely no.
Where would you me neither. Me neither.
He definitely did, guys.
He has like a coat rack for his pants in the school.
Okay, so fun story. She knows this story, but no one else. I don't think you guys know this story.
Oh yeah, I do know.
100% true. So I did. Spoilers. I did used to do that.
Mm-hmm.
So that was for quite a while. So I think it was when I was like 4 or 5 maybe or something. So my mom, I don't remember this at all. Mom told me this like a couple of years ago. We were at a family friend's house, and I went to go use the bathroom. And I was a really quiet, shy kid when I was younger. So I went to go use the bathroom, and I took my pants off, my underwear off, and I set it on their bathroom counter, like the counter at the sink. And so they had candles.
Oh yeah.
And so my pants apparently caught on fire.
Apparently.
Like on fire. No, because I don't remember this. And they caught on fire, and so then apparently I was like from the bathroom, I was like, Mom. But like really not alarmed, just like really casual. And she was like, I'll be there in a second, because she's in the middle of a conversation. And then I was like, Mom. I'm coming, I'll be there. Like, just give me 1 second. Okay. Mom. And so then she finally came and was like, what the fuck did you do?
She's like, honestly, I thought you were a liar, pants on fire.
But more importantly, why aren't you alarmed? Like, why are you nuts?
It happens more often than you'd think.
That's actually leads me into a story that happened today.
I was about to say.
Which was Julian dropped food on his bare feet and it was burning his feet. And you know what he did? He just stood there and looked down and said, ow, and kept saying, ow. I had to walk from the living room all the way over, grab the paper towels, and clean his feet off because he like just went into like this weird mode.
About Darwinism.
Yeah, I know, right? I was like, what are you going to do with
grabbing the pan and just being like, oh, this is hot. Ow, ow, ow. What do I do with this?
That's exactly what he did. He's like a deer in headlights.
Catwell says, I heard some people get entirely naked to poop. Can you imagine just coming home and be like, oh, gotta shit.
Why is this matter at all?
I feel like that's an Andy Dwyer thing.
I gotta dump right now. Just hold on. Just let me.
There's some people who only take off their shirts. So that's weird.
Can you imagine being in the stall? Take off the shirt.
He just got it.
Sorry, it was like a delay. It hit my brain late.
And
just take off your shirt and shit in your pants.
Wow, and I'm the large one.
It's just like, finish that, clean that up. Hi, where's your poop knife?
You just put the toilet seat down, take your shirt off, sit on the down toilet seat, shit in your pants.
Do you guys remember in The Office, Michael Scott was talking about his genius ideas for new companies, and he had a poop net. Like it's a net that you put in your toilet bowl in case you drop your phone or anything in there, it catches it.
Oh my god, guys, we're 2 podcasts in 2018, and so far 2 for 2 in terms of crying, laughing.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
Shall we go into sponsorships?
Yes, I think it's about time. We got to wrap up the podcast, so we got to do our plug for our sponsor.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right, you guys ready? Well,
Yeah.
we're going to explain to them what the sponsorship thing that we do is.
Yeah, so I don't know how much we should explain it from here on out, but just second time because I want to.
Yeah.
So essentially, we don't actually have sponsors because we're not that important yet, but we decided
Speak for yourself.
Hey, we have over 18 subs.
We do. We have over
We're getting
18
places.
We grew 3. So
Subway is coming to us for our subs.
To Julian. They're
so
like, we want our shirt back.
So essentially, Catwell says my owl still hasn't arrived.
Oh
I don't know what to tell you. That's probably you have to take that up.
Did you order from Bob's? That was the mistake.
You ordered from Bob's, didn't you? From Bob's Owl Hut. It's Richard's Owl Emporium. Just make sure you. So essentially, what we do is we thought it'd be good practice to come up with a fake sponsor and thank them at the end of every episode to get ready for when we do have real sponsors.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So who are our sponsor today?
So our sponsor today is Priscilla's Millennial Pink Tacos. It is a taco joint, and it's very new. You know, Millennial Pink is this whole new fad going on. I don't really know why they call it Millennial Pink, to be honest, other than to just rebrand pink to be cool to millennials.
Yeah.
But yeah, Priscilla's Millennial Pink Tacos.
Y'all, this is for all those who are allergic to red dye number 42. You want to get a little bit of color, but not you just can't eat that.
You
So
wanna get
we're hitting you with the Millennium Pink tacos over here.
You can't even with that cold color shit.
No.
You need your warm colors, but you can't do red.
No.
It is cute going in, even cuter going out. Let's
Oh,
just
you
say
want to
cute
talk about
and
Julian's corn experience?
Like-
Priscilla's Millennium Pink tacos are a show coming out. They're amazing.
it looks like bubblegum after.
It does. No, it's very pink. I
Aggressively pink.
I got my Priscilla's Millennial Pink tacos the other day.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I tried them out. I'm
Yeah.
going, no way this is better than Red Dye number 6.
They didn't taste like vagina at all.
They
Fajitas
actually
is how it's pronounced, actually.
Oh.
Oh,
Interestingly
sorry.
had no flavor. Really?
No.
Flavorless.
But is that a good thing? Because we're trying to sell this as a sponsor.
That means that anyone can eat them.
Listen,
Yo, it's got sauce.
You
Sauce.
got a
Choose
picky
your
eater.
sauce.
Give them Priscilla's Millennium Pink tacos, and they're like, I literally can't taste anything. I can't hate this. There's nothing intrinsically about this that I hate.
We have your mild, love it, gotta have it sauces.
Are you a bitch like Derek and you can't do hot, spicy food?
Mhm.
Not a problem. Flavorless. Flavorless.
Bland.
So,
Still got the pink.
honestly, they're hitting every category here in terms of like, it's good for people who are allergic to Red Dye number 6.
Mm-hmm.
It's great for people who don't like flavor.
Like, yo,
Yeah.
it's Instagrammable.
Also, special deal
It's
for
Instagrammable.
anytime it snows, you can get your snowflake special at Priscilla's Millennium Pink tacos.
Millennial.
Yes. Yes.
Is this the place that serves blue drink too? It's like
It's
just
a
called
blue drink, actually.
Oh, okay.
You're right.
How is
TM.
it alcoholic or can my non-alcoholic friends drink as well?
Well, everything here doesn't have taste, so your non-alcoholic friends wouldn't even know.
Yo, like that's deadly. That's pretty deadly. You
Completely
got your blue
flavorless.
drink. You got your pink tacos. You take your Instagram.
Honestly,
get your likes. Boom.
Was really impressed. Most foods that I'll get, most flavorless foods that I'll get
Mm.
aren't actually flavorless. They're nearly flavorless. Flavorless.
beyond
Yeah,
flavorless.
that's amazing.
These are beyond.
Lil Ego knows that it comes in basic flavor. Also, the building is covered in pastel walls to get your very catchy Instagram post where you're just standing against a pastel wall, looking off on the side. Maybe your neck's bent a little bit.
Hashtag life.
No,
It's
exactly.
like gravity pulls you down.
Honestly,
just pulls
listen.
your milk jugs down a little bit.
Honestly.
Like, two notches.
Don't talk about my milk jugs.
No, seriously, what I love
1,000 subs.
besides the allergy-friendly nature of the tacos,
Mm-hmm.
honestly, what I love most about them, and you kind of touched on it, but
Mhm.
I wanted to bring that back because I was really impressed with this when I was having them as well. You have an Instagram photo that's lackluster, throw a pink taco in there. Instantly
What
better.
filter do you use though? Like for me, I'm an early bird guy.
Mm.
Early bird, everything.
Is it X Pro number 2?
It's a pretty good one.
I like
You
that
can't
one.
use sepia. That just ruins the
No,
entire.
no sepia.
That just
I
ruins
wanna,
the
do you want your entire life to look like a cowboy? Use sepia.
yeah.
Add the tumbleweed
Well,
app.
sponsored by Sepia.
That's when they use their co-sponsor with Ranger Rick's Roadhouse right next
Right.
door to
Oh.
Priscilla's Millennial Pink Tacos.
Honestly, every Sepia filter on Instagram should just put a, what do you call it?
Cowboys
Tumbleweed.
only.
A tumbleweed should just come with the filter. But that's besides the point.
Yeah.
You want to spice up your gram too?
Hmm?
Throw in a pink taco.
Boom.
You want to spice up your DMs?
Julian, tell the world how much you love pink tacos.
Dude, hit everyone in their DMs with your pink taco.
You're sliding a pink taco into the DMs?
Slide your
You're
pink tacos
sending unsolicited pink tacos
straight
into the DMs?
straight into the DMs.
Guys,
Not
I
was
Millennial
like-
pink.
Not,
Millennial.
not unsolicited because we're not. That's against.
Technically,
They
with the
have
sponsorship, it is soliciting.
But the cat, what I was asking is it gluten free? This is a great question. We actually forgot to touch on this.
I was
it's
going to
actually
ask,
it's
yeah.
actually not. It's 110% gluten, which is why it's flavorless.
We take the Seth Rogen, this is the end approach to gluten, in that everything that is good for you is gluten.
glutinous.
And this is the best for you. Priscilla's Millennial Pink Tacos is literally the best in dining that
And
you can get.
I
Yeah.
think the scientific definition of gluten is that it's probably a calorie. I read that it was probably a calorie.
Yeah.
And so
Probably.
also a lot of people don't know scientifically that the relationship between gluten and flavor is that all flavor comes from gluten. I mean, no flavor comes from gluten.
Mhm.
Therefore, sorry.
Any bit of food that is
I'm still
lacking in
studying.
gluten causes the flavor.
Yes.
So the flavorless Millennial Pink Taco.
That's actually how they get the flavor. To get it to have no flavor is by making it 100%.
Do they have Millennial Pink Fish Tacos?
On a molecular level,
was gonna say
That's
they
good.
have one other
Well,
item that I've tried.
Well, you can put fish in your pink taco.
They have
Oh, you do not want a fishy pink taco,
Priscilla's
trust me.
hot dogs and line of corn dogs. I'm gonna give you a hack right here. You take your corn dog, you take your pink taco. Whoop. There you go. You have your McBang. You have your McGangbang
You'll
there.
hear it all the time in
It's-
restaurants. The waiter will be like,
You
"Oh,
put your-
what's she
your
ordered?"
hot
And he'll be like,
dog
"Oh,
and
fish
taco.
fillet." And he'll be like, "All right, with the pink taco?" I'll be like, yeah, just slap that fish fillet.
I hear it's really good with
Yeah.
cottage cheese as well. I don't know.
No.
I mean, I haven't tried it, but
Just make sure that when you're making the flour tortilla, you got your yeast on point, and everything was going to be fine.
the yeast will be
What's
great.
weird is when I was there, they didn't have utensils. You had to do it with your hands.
Mhm.
Just
That's how you just get the ball rolling, really.
Listen, also,
That's true.
It's just hand to mouth, man.
It's just, do you tilt your head or do you tilt your taco or do you just kind of like attack it?
You don't want a slanted taco, dude. You get a slanted taco, you leave.
we gotta.
You return that. You go right back up.
It's mostly about the tongue
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah.
in terms of eating the pink
So
taco.
you just hold it there and you want to take a quick lick, make sure it's kosher. If it's not, you return it. If
Cat
it's
Wow
good,
asks, "Is avocado extra?"
Avocado is always extra.
Always extra.
But you'll never have need for a poop knife with millennial
won't need
pink.
a poop.
Priscilla's millennial pink tacos.
Here's one thing I'll tell you something I was worried about
yeah.
when they were like, "Here's." So speaking of breakfast foods,
Mm-hmm.
one thing I was. One thing I was worried. One thing I was worried about. Sorry, it's not funny. Honestly,
You never are.
I was scared. I was thinking, how is this going to pair with my blue waffles in the morning?
Oh no!
And how did they?
I am pleased to announce they pair fantastically.
Mine are still stuck in my freezer. I can't take them out of the box
So
again.
best
Just
breakfast.
I
make
bought them.
Be careful when you're defrosting those blue waffles because you don't want soggy waffles.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Do
soggy
not
blue
want
waffles are not where you want to be.
That's like the worst.
But a
thing
blue
ever.
waffle and a pink taco, now you're cooking.
Does that come from the same brand? I feel like those are very similar.
Are they? I don't know.
No,
You know-
they don't. That's actually Bob's Blue Waffles
Ah,
Emporium.
If
Bob
you're
just
taking a
sells
blue
everything
waffle-
shitty.
Bob is like the underground king of shitty services. He's like the owls are picking at his blue waffles. It's a whole mess.
He's like, these waffles are going to take you from point A to point B, just don't ask to go to point C. It's like,
So,
you get what you pay for.
So- Priscilla's,
Priscilla's Millennial Pink
thumbs up from all three of us, I think. If you
you
go
get
there,
what you pay for. It's Instagrammable.
if
It's
you
weird.
Go to their,
They
Derek's-
don't have high expectations. They
Derek's
kinda taste
boyfriends
like,
aren't a huge fan, but
well,
It is
yeah,
what it is.
they're not. I mean, they taste a little bit like a battery, but it just.
Listen.
it's like sometimes tasteless. It depends on your tongue.
So head over to
Yep.
their website, www.pimptea.com.
Mhm.
Priscilla's Millennial Pink Tacos.
Yeah, definitely.
Pimp Tea.
Pimped.
And
It's
enter
called Pimped.
at pimped. Pimped.com. Head over to, or at checkout, make sure you enter your coupon code RIFF.
Actually, it's not a coupon code. It's you just whisper into Priscilla's ear like, Julian sent me.
is that like through the Whispering Eye app?
It is. It
Okay.
is. I'm glad you're using
Enter in
it.
your coupon code fish fillet at checkout.
Not bitch fillet.
Not bitch fillet, fish fillet.
Okay, fish fillet.
You
Just wanna
get
make
It's what she ordered.
our rapper
It's what
friends
she-
have this so like all on the same table.
you'll get an extra 3 pink tacos with your next pink taco order from Priscilla's.
Can you really do 3 pink tacos in one sitting? 'Cause that seems like a lot.
I mean, some people can.
Catwell, yes, they take Groupon. You can get a whole Groupon in the pink tacos.
You
You know what Groupon is?
Yes, it's a
Get your Groupon.
The way that you describe that tells me you don't know. what
It's
Groupon
called a
is.
joke, Julian. And some people tell them sometimes.
You guys like to share just one, right? Like they're pretty big.
Oh, I just got it.
Yeah.
I just got it. You said like a whole group can get on the pink taco.
yeah.
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 You can get your Groupon.
Yeah, I got you. Anyway, thanks to
All
our
right.
sponsor.
Mhm.
Hope you guys enjoyed this episode.
It's a good plug.
We'll be back next week, same time,
Mhm.
same
Same
YouTube
place.
channel,
Mhm.
same Facebook page.
Yeah. We will have more subs. I think he's coming in hot at 17.5
I still haven't subbed,
a week.
so I need to give you an extra
Yeah,
sub.
you should probably sub to the show that you're on.
Yeah,
That
that would work.
would probably be a smart thing to do. Yeah, same Facebook page,
Mhm.
same YouTube channel,
Mhm.
different Grinder account because our last one got shut down. So we'll be on a
They
different.
really did not like Priscilla's
they were not-
millennial pink
They were
tacos
not
and Grindr.
into our sponsor.
They love Tito's corn dogs, though. I'm just gonna say we did a plug for Tito's. They
We had a really good deal of popsicle going for a period of time.
They did.
Thanks to Dana for hosting this week's episode. Yes. Next week will be either Derek or Jack, as I hosted last week's episode.
Yeah.
Hope you guys enjoyed it, and we'll catch you on the flip side. But we're going to do our customary improvised sign-off phrase. Dana, 3, 2, 1.
Fuck.
All right, Derek. 3, 2, 1.
Eat your tacos 2 at a time.
Hey, that's mine.
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Always grab a stick.
3, 2, 1.
Transcendence is a path to things people feel as unnatural.
Thank you guys.
Bye, guys.